What if I told you one of the most popular VR games ever might actually be dying? Yeah, I'm talking about Gorilla Tag, a game that blew up out of nowhere, took over VR, and had everyone climbing, tagging, and screaming. Has started to feel a little different lately. But is it actually dying? Or just changing? Today, I'm breaking down three main reasons why Gorilla Tag might be losing its momentum, and what it means for the future of the game. Let's start with the biggest issue. The gameplay is just getting repetitive. Don't get me wrong, Gorilla Tag is fun. The movement system is honestly one of the most unique things in VR. Using your arms to move instead of a joystick, that's genius. But here's the problem. Once you've learned how to move well, climb fast, wall run, juke players, there's not a whole lot left to discover. Most matches end up feeling just the exact same. Run, climb, tag, repeat, over and over again. There aren't many new mechanics being added that truly change how the game is played. So for longtime players, it starts to feel like you're doing the same thing every time you log on. And when a game doesn't evolve enough, players eventually get bored and just move on. The first reason was easy to admit, but now let's talk about something a lot of people don't like to admit: the community. Gorilla Tag has one of the youngest player bases in gaming, and while that can be fun, it also creates problems. If you've played recently, you've probably noticed people screaming in their mics, toxic behavior, and trash talk, players ruining lobbies on purpose, and that experience can push players away fast. New players join, get into a lobby, and instead of having fun, they get yelled at or trolled. So what do? They end up just not playing the game because it's just not enjoyable. A game lives or dies based on its community. And if the community feels toxic or overwhelming, it becomes harder for the game to grow. Even longtime players sometimes stop playing just to avoid the chaos. Gorilla Tag is just now, it just like feels like it's begging for your money. With the new VIM features and making you pay monthly now, just it just feels like too much. I'm not going to go deep into the prices, but something that I really don't like about VIM is how it's limiting things that used to be free, or at least something that you don't have to pay for. Like the new lava map. That used to be completely free last year, but now you have to pay to get to it. I get that they tried to make it so VIM players can bring non VIM players to it, but still, they should just make it an option for everybody, not for those who pay. It's also limiting cosmetics. Like, old cosmetics are now coming back to VIM, but some people that really want the cosmetics can't get it because they just don't have the money. Also, another reason why Gorilla Tag is so money hungry is an example: the J Man Curly bundle. That thing was 40 bucks, which is already $10 extra than the normal bundle. But the worst part of this is it doesn't give you any shiny rocks. Like all the other bundles, they always give you 10,000 shiny rocks. But this one, it didn't give you anything. All it did was give you some very mid cosmetics. They ended up noticing this and they tried to fix it so they wouldn't get so much hate by adding more. But adding more just, it didn't really help it. It kind of made it worse. All people really wanted was just like to either the prices to be lowered or change it up a little bit. Not by adding more cosmetics, but maybe like changing them. And the worst part, this thing stayed in for 3.5 months. So that brings us to our conclusion. So is Gorilla Tech actually dying? Not completely. It still has a strong player base and a unique concept that's hard to replace, but it is losing some of the hype that made it a huge game in the first place. So if the developers can come up with some better updates and just like not really adding too much, but kind of just making it more simple, I think that it could become a great game again. Well, what do you think? Is Gorilla Tech dying, or do you think that it's still going strong?